In this video, we will discuss about ZegoCloud and how we can create an entire app using it. So first I will show you the demo, then we will explore their website, their UI kits, and then we will start creating this app. So let me show you a demo. First, we will sign in to the account. So that's how your app will look like. So it's a chat app. We have sign in, open a new window, and then sign in with another account, Alex underscore carry, and then sign in. So we have two users. So when we create a new chat, we need a user ID, which in our case is Alex underscore carry, one-on-one. Then we can start, hi, how are you, and enter send. So yeah, it sent the message to Alex Carey, hi, how are you, and here we have received the message. So we can reply it, I am fine, how about you. Hit send and it sent. So and we got the message. So that's how this app will work. You can also see the group chat, and you can also join that. We will see this in this video later. So yeah, there is a ZegoCloud. ZegoCloud is basically a global communication service provider which provides developer-friendly and powerful SDK and APIs to build communication features such as video call, chat, video conferences, live streaming. You can use it to integrate these features inside in your app, or you can create some app using their UI kits. So let's explore their website. You can check out their website at ZegoCloud.com. They will guide you throughout your development from scratch to end. So don't worry about the documentation, because their documentation is super easy for developers, and they also provide very wonderful features such as AI effects and virtual avatar, which you can use in your app. And the best thing I like about ZegoCloud is their UI kits. So basically, when you go to developers and select UI kits, you will redirect to their UI kits page. So first thing first, what is UI kits? Basically, UI kits is pre-built or built-in UI components, so you don't have to build from scratch. As it mentioned, you just have to install the UI kit in your platform and done. And you can customize if you want. So that's what UI kit are. So they have mentioned their features like one-on-one call, group calls, video conference. It's mean you can get their UI kits is for these features. So my interest, or what I'm gonna show you, is their in-app chat UI kit. So basically, all you have to click your programming language. Mine is JavaScript because I am building web development, web app. So here there is UI kits documentation. So they also mention their features, what it supports. It supports one-on-one chat, group chat, or join group chats, chat with other text, send text messages, rich media messages, images, voice, and many more you can see on their website. Also, what attracts me, yeah, their components. So basically, there are some sample of their component, like it's a conversation list page, and it's a one-on-one chat page, group page. You can also see live demo, or you can go through the integration process. So integrate the SDK, you can also integrate SDK. Yeah, here it is their demo app. You have to create some user login, and here you go. You can start new chat, one-on-one, user ID. I will write some and then you can start message. Hi, sorry, how are you? So yeah, just because user ID doesn't exist, that's why it does not send, but you can see how it will look like. So then we go to their SDK. Yeah, here is their SDK. First you have to go there, ZegoCloud admin console, create a project, API, integrate. We'll see how to integrate their UIKit into React app and how to build an inject app. So let's go and sign up. So after clicking sign up, you will be redirected to this page, and in this page we will sign up for the account, and here are some features, quick feature, few lines of code within 30 minutes. So basically you can integrate the whole app within 30 minutes, and free credits, start now to get 10. So basically when you sign up, you will get 10,000 free minutes you can use wherever you want. Then platform compatibility, as we have seen earlier, it is almost compatible with every language. So let's get started and create the account. So after you sign up, you will be redirected to their console. So tell us more about you, and we'll provide the most suitable products and solutions. So you can write your company name, etc. So I will say WeChat. I am individual developer. Industry is IT and technology. You can provide phone number. So benefits moment, we credited your account with the following benefits. So when your free trial starts, you will get 10,000 minutes, which will be expire on next month, and in-app chat free, advanced sport plan, so basically which expires all on 23rd. So yeah, let's go to dashboard. So this is the console, you can see. So let's start with create your first project. Select a use case, video, voice, video conference, live streaming, video. I think I need in-app chat. As you can see, you can create any of this app. There are so many apps and features like online karaoke, watch together, game streaming, and much more. So let's click on next, write a project name. Our project name is WeChat. Now it's waiting. So here we have WeChat, and here you can see your app ID, which is needed for the authorization. And where is the server secret? Here it is. Here is a server secret. Basically you need both for authorization. So that's it, I think. That's the part of console where you have to create a project, then get those values, app ID and server secret, then it will be used inside our app. So let's move to our app. So we have came to our code editor and open a folder here. So first we have to create React app. For this purpose I am using Vite So first we get started, and then we need to install it with npm. You can also use yarn and pnpm, but I will use npm. So let's copy it and open the terminal and paste the code, and it will ask project name ZegoCloud, or we can use our chat name, which is vchat. Package name, just enter, and then select a React and then JavaScript, or you can use TypeScript if you want. So yeah, it's done. So basically our app is done. Just we need to go to the folder and then install the packages dependency. So yeah, it's done. Now we can simply start it, but before that I want to install Tailwind, so we can create some forms and stuff. So let's try Tailwind Wait to install Tailwind CSS with Wait. So yeah, so basically we already have done that, so we will start from here and just copy and paste. It will install Tailwind CSS, Spot CSS, and auto prefixer, and then we need to paste this, and paste this, and it will create tailwind.config.js file. So after that you have to paste this in tailwind.config. Here. So after that, save it, and then next step is to paste this in index.css. So go to source folder and then index.css and paste it top of, and then you can simply run npm run dev to start the project. Then simply npm run dev, so it will run on localhost 5173. So here I have, just refresh, and then here you can see our React project is running successfully. So then first of all, remove all the CSS because we don't need it, and index.css, then app.css remove, so that it will not conflict with the code. And then go to main.js and then app.jsx, it's where all our code is written. So let's remove all of it, and then simply paste, I guess, this to check if our classes are working, Tailwind classes. So these are Tailwind CSS classes. Just save it and check. Yeah, it's working. So Tailwind CSS has successfully integrated. Now we can create. Now we can integrate WeChat in-app chat kit. So to get started, first we need some keys like app ID and secret to start, because when you go to integrate the SDK step, you will see you need app ID and server secret. So for your authorization, so first go to admin console, then go to your app. In our case it's WeChat, then copy app ID, also copy server secret. So after that, go to your project, and in root folder create a file named .env. So here we will store our app ID and server secret. So you can name that as app underscore ID is equals to your app ID, and then server underscore secret is equals to your server secret number. So yeah, that's it. Save it, and then go to your app. So then also there are some steps I want you to perform which I have already done. Those are, first you have to change the status. So when you sign up, it will be testing, so you have to change it to online. Then next step is go to service management and then in-app chat section. Then you will see here an activate button, which is not showing here because I already have activated it. So if you see that button, just click on it and it will take some time to activate, and you will see this screen. So that's some point I already have done for testing purpose, but you have to done in order to run the application. So yeah, then go to documentation simply and follow the step. So just because we are not using Vue and using React instead, we'll follow this documentation. So first we have to install npm their dependency. So let's just copy it and paste. I guess it's yeah, just be sure. To install it in correct folder, so we have vchat folder, and then after it, if you are using class component, you can simply copy and paste this code, but because we are using functional component, we have to convert it into functional component, but that's not a problem. So first of all, we need to import these two lines. Just remove these, and so first of all import, then it defined some states, so we can define it using function use state hook, which is const app config. So app config, set app config. So first we have app id, so app id, we can use process.env dot app id. This is the variable we have defined in .env file. So yes, then use, just copy paste server secret also from the environment variable, and then just this, and we have another state which is use info. So let's define use info, set use info, and what we need is user id. This is the user id of the logged in user. We will see it later, that how we can create the user id and username, but for now we will leave it empty, or we can also put a dummy data. So just paste a dummy data, or also in user id you can just type anything you want, a b c d e f g, okay, and the username is also a b c d e f g. So yeah, let's look good. Then they are using component did mount, which is lifecycle method. So in function we have use effect, just use effect, and just copy and paste all this code and change, because they are using class based, so they are using this dot state, but we don't need in functional component. So just remove this dot state from everywhere, and that's fine, and that's it. Now the next thing is await expression is only allowed within async functions. So as you can see, it's an async function. So first we need to create an async function, which is ZegoCloud, and is equals to async function, and in this function we will write this, close the function, and then call it immediately, so it will run immediately. And what these lines do is just first initialize the kit and then generate a token using your app ID, server secret, and user ID. Then it will init SimKit, which is using your app ID, and then connect user with your user info and token, which is created earlier. So yeah, that's it. And then we only need to return a common element or component which we have imported it from their dependency, and just save it and check if it's working or not. So just go to console if there is an error. Yeah, so basically it's a process is not defined, but oh yeah, so basically in Vite it is the process.env is not spotted, so we have to change something. First, in environment variable, we need to start environment variable from Vite underscore and then your variable name. Save it, and when we use them, we can use them using import dot meta dot env dot and your variable name. So same here, Vite underscore server secret. Then let's see if it's work or not. Yeah, it's working now. So but there is an error again, invalid app ID. Just console app config to see there is an app, but there is a problem that app ID is a string. So but in documentation it should be a integer, that's why they wrote 0. So it should be a, let's try number. So the app, it can see, just refresh for yeah, so connecting, and then that's it. Ignore this error, but the main thing is that our app is connected and running successfully. So we are connected, and then you can simply new chat, group chat, join chat, but it will not work because enter a user ID. You must have the ID, valid ID to start. So for that reason, and the user should be logged in. So yeah, this is something, but we can write just you can see the formatting of the error is disturbed, but we can fix it later, it doesn't matter. So what we need, just go one-on-one chat and start the chat. Hi, how are you? Send it. Now it's showing the error, the user ID doesn't exist, please try again. But as you can see, it runs successfully. So it's running successfully. We just need a authentic user so we can start chat. For that reason, we have to create another account, or we can say we need a form first. So basically what I want is that first it appears a form where user can type their username, and when they click sign in, then we can generate or create a user ID for them. So let's not talk and do practical. First we need a component. Just create a new file, name something form.jsx. Here we can create the form, but I'm using yeah, so basically I have already created a form so that we can save our time. so I'm not doing it from scratch. Just rename it and save it. Go to app.jsx, remove the component and call the component, sorry, it's form, then import it to save, and you will see the form. So basically first user have to sign in, then we will create their user ID and they can chat. So for that reason, let's create two use state. First is username, and then also create a state of is logged in, which is false by default. So what we can do is if the user is logged in, then we will show the in-app chat, which is the common component. But if user is not logged in, then we will show the form component. So hit save and we will see we can see the sign in account, so because we are not logged in. Also pass this set states function to the component so that it can be set from form component. Yeah, that's good. Just go to form and destructure it. Yeah, so instead of email we will say user name. Also change all the email to user name, but not the type should be text. Okay, so I think that's it. A password is not required, so we can ignore it, but in the changes on change we can we will set the username to it, then after click where is it, so yeah, so after clicking sign in button we will submit this form. So remove action and method and write on submit function, which will handle on submit. We will define this function. Here const handle on submit. First we need to prevent default, so it cannot be reload. Then set is logged in true. Yeah, that's it. Perfect. And also there is something, so basically I want to run this function when we have username, so we can say so by default user ID and username will be empty, and we write a function use effect where we will where we set the set user info user ID is equal to username, and then username is equal to username, so we don't have to write again and again. So, and yeah, we can write again this. So yeah, just make it empty also. So what this function is doing is that whenever username changes, so whenever user type its username, it will set the user info. So instead of calling it on, setting it on every time when the user tap on the keyboard, we will do it on is logged in. So basically whenever user submitted the user log form, so whenever user click on the sign in button, then it will set the details. And also we want to call this function when is logged in is true. So basically when is logged in is true, then it will call the ZimKit function, because at that point we have all the information we need for ZimKit. So also add is logged in the dependency. So whenever logged in changes, so whenever logged in becomes true, these two use effect will run. So I think that's it. Yeah, so let's try. Just open the console and write some username. So I think there is something I missed out. Okay, no problem. Let's start with Alexander. Save it. The user info instance of user ID is invalid. So why it's invalid? I'm not sure, but we can see later. So let's create another Henry table. Hit sign in. Then let's create a chat with Henry Cable. One-on-one. User is not logged in. And why is that? Hi Henry. Send it. User is not logged in. Why it is showing that? Let's check. First of all, the first error is the user info instance of user ID is invalid. So we will console the user info, but not here, I guess. Oh, but here, because we are using it here, so we want to know at that point. So okay, it's for some reason don't know. Let's refresh it and then sign in with again with Alexander. The user info instance is again the error, same error. Now go to info, and yeah, you can see the user ID is still empty and username is also still empty. So basically both are empty. That's why it throws the error. The user info instance of user ID is invalid. So I guess here we are setting it, but it's not setting. Basically, I guess we can't access the. So we can't access the updated value immediately, because both use effect will run on is logged in change. So what will we do? We will set the values in on submit. So we don't need, I guess, we don't need the username state. Just we need is, so what we need is the set user is user info. We will set the user info on submit. So let's go to form, not set, it's set user info. Okay, so when we submit the form, instead of setting state on change, we can get the values from form using e.target. So after that, let's set info but with the previous value. Yeah, previous value, then user id, username dot value, and username will be username dot value. And I think so. I think we are missing something, which is this symbol. Yeah, it's now perfect, but there is an error, I guess. I think there is another one. Yeah, now let's format document. Okay, so after that, just verify initial use avatar URL. So because we are not changing it, so we can use the dummy avatar for now. So yeah, I think that's it. Let's save it and then try it again. Just refresh for the save, then Alexander and type password and then sign in. Again, the user info instance is invalid. So as you can see, user ID and username is empty. So why is that? Let's console the username and password dot value so that we can know what's the problem. But it's not setting. Why is that? Let's go to app and see if we did any mistake. So form user info. Oh, my bad. So basically we are passing the set app config instead of set user config. User info, sorry. So that's the first mistake. Let's try again and see if it's worked. Sign in. Yeah, I think it worked now. So for that reason, let's open a new tab and again open the local host and create another account. Let's see, Alex_Hales. Okay, so let's see. And then we sign in again, and it's also working. Let's create a new chat by enter a user ID, which in our case is Alexander. Okay, so let's one-on-one chat and see if we got an edit error. No, we are good. Then let's say hi Alexander, and then it ends in the user Alexander doesn't exist. And why is that? Even though we are exist and logged in, but it shows that we are not exist. So let's see if we did any mistake. Alexander. No, I don't think so we did any mistake. Let's create a new chat here and add Alex_Hales and then one chat. How are you? And then send it, and it's sent. Oh yeah, and we got the message. So, oh, I understand. We enter a wrong spelling. the Alexander, it's A, not E. So hi, how are you? We got the message. I am fine. I am fine. How are you? And send it. And yeah, we got the reply. I am fine. How are you? So you can see now it's working, and it rarely takes 15 minutes to implement this. You can implement it any app, or you can create an entire app using this. So we can also, I think, send emojis, images. Let's try it. And I think there is yeah, it sends. Let's see. Yeah, we got the image, and you can download it. So it's a perfect app and easy to create. The first thing is that you don't have to create it from scratch. You don't have to create all these components by yourself. You can simply download it or use their UI kits to build. So yeah, it's a pretty good. Now what we want is now the other features like group chat and join a group. So to create a name, group, enter group member IDs. So like Alexander. Okay, so let's say group chat. Now hi group members. So let's send it. It's now it creates a group called group, basically what we name it, hi group members. And when we go to our, yeah, we can see the group hi group members, and it shows who sent the messages. So we can, so yeah, that's how we can build an entire in-app chat using ZegoCloud in just 30 minutes, I guess. Yeah, it's, I guess, less than 30 minutes. So we can create an entire app. So yeah, here is the user group ID. We can use it or copy it directly and use it to join a group. So when I create a new user like Mike, David Mike, sign it, and when I want to join a existing group, I can pass the group ID and then join a group, and then I will send the message hi group and send it hi group. So yeah, we got the message hi group, and what is the third one, hi group. Yeah, it's working perfect. So basically what we have built is a one-on-one chat, group chat, and also join our group in just under 30 minutes in free of cost. So that's wonderful. You can use it in your businesses and your projects. So that's for the video. That's it for the video. I hope we will meet again with the new video about ZegoCloud's other features like video call or audio call. So yeah, that's it for the video. If you have any question, feel free to comment it and I'll try my best to answer it. So thanks for watching.